Hello, welcome to a new video. The patch is almost here, and I know I've been going for a while, a few days. I've been streaming almost daily, but I got really bored of the patch. I'm not gonna lie. No matter what hero I tried playing, what role I tried playing, it was just too unbearably boring. It was not rewarding whether to win or to lose, and some changes would definitely help control those feelings and experiences, that's for sure. If not, actually make the games more rewarding and enjoyable. But yeah, maybe there are fundamental changes to matchmaking as well coming. There's been rumors around the rank matchmaking and whatnot, but yeah, so just time for speculation is on the end now, because tomorrow we will have the patch, and today they release this small thing, Riddles in the dark, and I just realized that my Dota updated, or this thing came out. Actually, I saw a post on Twitter. You guys can check out the Twitter as well at Dodo. Anyways, so Riddles in the dark. Let's see what we have here. Okay, it's all. If you look at the, if you're not very good at maths and you look at it, it's just this bunch of numbers, bunch of mathematics, and you don't get it. Four, N-E-N. If you don't think of them as any kind of physics or mathematics symbols. So well, it's not too easy for RTZ, that's for sure. But what could it be? Xbox. That's the Navi player, right? We're gonna think of it everything but maths. Here is the leader board thing, maybe changes to rank system, top high MMR players, something it has to deal with them, maybe. Or could be N is question mark. So there are like, if it was actually mathematics, they would have just used one question mark, if that. Otherwise, it would be X or something. I don't know. Anyway, so there's like 4 question marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. There's a lot of 4. And N is greater than 2, which means 3. It could be anything, but it's greater than 2. It's greater than 2. Oh, I get it actually. Holy shit. So Valve has issue with releasing the number 3, right? So Dota 2, Dota 3, but it is N. Dota 4. We're actually going to Dota 4, straight Dota 4. Surely this is Dota 4, right? Or it could be like not 7.2 patch, and not 7.3. We're directly going to 7.4. But what is a patch? It's been a while. I just so shitty updates that I don't even remember. 7.32. So it's not going to be 7.3, I guess. It's going to be 7.4. I mean, that was standard. I mean, that's... If that is what's in the riddle, that's what it means. I mean, that is pretty obvious, right? But I want to believe Dota 4 is going to release or something. Because CS2 is releasing. TF2 already exists. Maybe TF3, but I don't think it has anything to do with other Valve games. I don't know. 3.14 is the pi, but remember we were not doing maths. 10%, 17 equal 100%. What is 10% and what is 7%? CTX. N is for X, X, X. Alright. Okay, I'm done with analyzing this picture. This seems like a lot of hidden there, but I think that's all I could come up with for now. As a lot of you know, there's a big update coming. As we've been going through the patch notes for it, we figured it might be fun to tease some of them ahead of time without spoiling the surprise. Surprise! They're literally calling it a surprise. They're hyping it up so much. It's like more hype than release of I don't know, Underlord or actually Artifact, the Valve's card game. Well, we all know how that went. We've assembled a handful of genuine notes for the upcoming patch, provided without context to whet your appetite while we put the finishing touches on the update. Finishing touches, aka fixing the bugs. There's going to be a lot of bugs, I know it. Anyway, get ready for your first hand. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go. The next big Dota update is going to release on date that rhymes with Smarpril 20th. What? April 20th? 20th. What? It comes between 19 and 20%. Oh, should have read the whole thing. So 20th April. Okay, I got this one. Okay, that one was advanced level. We should have to put that at the end. Here's some easier ones. Yeah, a good one, dude. To build up your riddle skills. Units. So changes to units. So there's a neutral unit. Changes to hero. Changes to item. Changes to a unit type and another item. Wow. Noun and verb. So a spell name and a spell effect. Okay, anyways, let's start from the first one. A unit is now controllable by the player that dug it up. So we can dug a neutral unit. And we don't know if it's neutral, by the way. Is now controllable by the player that dug it up. What do you dig? You dig bounty runes, you dig potions through that, dig active of that neutral item. What else? I can't think of anything right now. You dig the dead, I guess. Unit. You actually bury the dead. Unit is now controllable by the player that dug it up. Oh, so the Smeevil, I guess. If you dig Smeevil up, you can control the Smeevil. And if you collect a bunch of Smeevils, you will get more GPM. Maybe that's what that is. That's my guess. Hero always has 0 intelligence. Always. What? What? Some hero that always has 0 intelligence. Always. They emphasize on always. What is a hero that always has 0 intelligence? I think it could mean not actual 0 intelligence. Maybe it could mean that someone who is not an intelligence-based hero. Could be strength or agility. A hero that always has 0 intelligence, always. Or it could be a hero that is so different that no longer uses mana. Mana is not a resource that this hero uses. Maybe it uses health or something else. Some kind of charges. That's interesting. Always has 0 intelligence. So what do you think about when you hear the word intelligence? You think about intelligence-based heroes. You think about Silencer. because silencer steals intelligence and dishes out damage based on intelligence, and his spell deals damage based on the difference of intelligence. So that's the hero that comes to mind. And Skyrath also. Let's get to the item. Maybe we'll come back to that later. Item now has an initial and max stock of 4. Initial and max stock of 4 in a restock time of 120 seconds. Initial and max stock of 4. My gut was telling me to say observer wards or some kind of wards, right? But I think we already have good amount of ward thing. Like the last changes of the wards were sufficient, I guess, whenever that happened. Whenever they made it free, I guess. So restock time of 120 seconds. Actually, let me tell you something. Yesterday, when I was having a nap, I actually thought, like, I dreamt something. And that something was some reusable item. Maybe not reusable, but usable item, consumable, like tangos, that are free at the start of the match. And but you cannot buy them, but they restock. So could this be it? Because literally that's what that thing was that I dreamt in the nap. So I'm not sure what that means. I'm not even sure if that was a nap, because I'm really sleepless right now. So maybe that was just a thought that I had while I was tired and sleepy. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on to the next one, I guess. After this effect, the soul is forcefully returned to the body. After this effect, the soul is forcefully returned to the body. This effect, the soul is forcefully returned to the body. No guesses for now. Hero, base armor increased by 1. Base armor increased by 1. What hero is that? Wait, which? Oh, it could be Puck, I guess. I think Puck has 0 armor, right? Could be wrong. Let's check that right now before we go any further. Because if you don't know, when I'm streaming, I usually lose to Puck, and I'm always reminded.
Gambits and exploits await.
I'm always reminded that I'm losing to a hero with 0 armor. Because back in the day, the only hero that comes to mind is Tiny, and actually one more, Doom, who had 0 armor. I didn't know that Puck had 0 armor. Let's see if that's the case. Puck has 0 armor. It's almost 1, but it's still in 0, so yeah, so that could be it. Maybe he gets 1 armor, plus 1 armor, question mark. But why would they mention it here? It could be very well that it's actually kind of funny that they put it here, because it's actually a callback to this whole fiesta that happened when people were expecting that the patch is going to be huge, and it was a disappointment, and the changes included things like raising armor by 1 or reducing by 1, but even that would be too significant. I think it was even more or less of an impact kind of changes that had in the recent update. That was a disappointment for all Dota community ever, except for Tinker Pickers, I guess, because they did not get nerfed to the ground. And Razor enjoyers, but some people still haven't read the patches and ruining my games by picking Razor and then going the same build, not realizing that now it has changed and the shard has 1 second cooldown. Anyways, all right, let's get to the next one though. Base armor increase though, I'm not sure. It could be CM. I've saw a lot of memes, but I think it's more of a callback to the fact that the recent patch had changes like this. So this is like almost teasing us that maybe in the future, the patch that's coming tomorrow or today is also going to have changes like this. Super insignificant. Wow. I don't know what happened there. Unit type. Now gain 15 movement speed and... What? Now gain 15 movement speed during the night? A certain kind of unit gains 15 movement speed during the night. What kind of unit it could be? A unit type. It says a unit type though. It does not say... It does not say a hero, because that would be easy. Night Stalker, or as OG players used to say, Balanar. So a unit type gains 15 movement speed during the night. Could it be range characters? Could it be neutral characters? Or maybe it is a unit type that's not being... But unit types could be neutrals too, though. Right? It could be an entirely new unit type that gains 15 movement speed during the night. So there could be some objective hidden. Some kind of unit, like Roshan, that gains 15 movement speed during the night, I think. I think that could be the case. A unit type. Or maybe heroes, all heroes. A unit type is a hero, but they're just saying it unit type. So all heroes gain 15 movement speed during the night, making the nighttime even more scarier. So more action at nighttime than usual, I guess. Mana cost reduction effects only apply to mana cost. What? So I don't get it. Mana cost reduction effects only apply to mana cost. I don't know, when I read this, it reminds me of Null Talisman, which used to reduce the mana cost. And it reminds me of the Kaya when it used to reduce mana cost. And it reminds me of Storm Spirit. These three things I'm reminded of. Mana cost reduction effects only apply to mana cost. I mean, mana cost reduction would, of course, only apply to mana cost. Mana cost. I have no idea. I think something to deal with the percentage. I mean, something to deal with percentage is coming to my mind. Percentage based mana reduction. Cost reduction of the total mana cost. It's not total mana cost, but it is total mana cost though. Cost reduction effects only apply to mana cost. Or is there supposed to be a comma here? Mana cost reduction effects only apply to mana cost. Or is mana cost reduction effects? So mana cost, like, this is one thing. Mana cost reduction effects, because they did not add a comma. So the mana cost reduction effects only apply to mana cost. But that still doesn't make any sense, because that's what it means. Alright, let's go to the next one for now. Item requires Echo Saber. Oh, new item! Diadem. By the way, I did not read the leaks or whatever. I don't like to entertain that, so I was just patiently waiting for the big patch, for the good one. So this is the first time I'm reading this, in case if this was in the leaks. So an item requires Echo Saber, 2500 gold, Diadem. So either it's an early game item, or it's like an Ogre Axe, a component. So either it's a component or it's a full item like Falcon Blade. So Echo Saber and Diadem, recipe, and toil cost 4500. So Echo Saber gives you 2 attacks, right? So I think Diadem would give you be it. Diadem could be a new kind of boot. I'm not sure because it's near 1000. Most boots are like that. Costs 1000 gold recipe. Total cost is nearing radiance. Interesting. All right, let's move on to the next one though. Any player can be a noun to verb to the other one after channeling for 3 seconds. Any player can use a teleport. Any player can use a recall to verb, noun. Oh wow, any player can use a teleport to teleport. A teleport is a noun though? Can use to the other one after channeling for 3 seconds. What can you channel? But I think it is a teleport. If you channel for 3 seconds, because when you think about channeling for 3 seconds, when you teleport, it's usually like 2 or 3 seconds, right? And if you teleport to outpost, it's 4 seconds. So any player can use a... This is teleport to the other one. Any player can use a... can use a... to the other one after a minute. Any player can use a noun to verb to the other one after channeling for 3 seconds. What can you do for channeling after channeling for 3 seconds? Okay, I think these are too hard, man. I think they have made it purposely this way so we can just spend the whole day. Unless you have like 200 IQ or something, that you spend your whole day thinking about this. Or if you have a very good imagination, then you just keep on thinking of what other things it could mean, because that's how riddles work. Sometimes you can find your own meaning within the riddle. That could not be the intended meaning by the riddle master. Any player can use a... If this was verb and this was noun, I think it would be easy, right? Any player can use to the other one. Makes me think of tower and teleport. I don't know why. Because it has 3 seconds, it has channeling, and it has from A to B, but it could not be... Like these both are not nouns, so from tower to tower, for example. So, well, I'm actually pretty lost, guys. Not gonna waste any more of your time than I already have trying to think about the last one. But yeah, it was very entertaining, actually. I'm not gonna lie. This gives not only a little bit of hope that things would be fun, because this was a whole super fun thing to do, and I think I'm not sure who did it, but it could be I don't know how you say their name. Wait, hold on, let me confirm. Wikram Reddy? I guess that's what their name is. So yeah, maybe they wrote it because they're very proficient in English, so possibly they could have gone ahead and they did this, and It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. It's fun. It's nice. I like it. But I want to like the patch more because I really want to play, but literally, in many years, this has not happened. Actually, before I go, if you'd like to go like here's the part where, the new patch thing ends, and I just want to discuss just a little bit about rant a little bit about the stale situation of the patch. So, let me begin. This patch, like statistically, they've said that, oh well, this is the longest patch, but not only this was the longest patch, it actually felt like much longer than it already was. The little changes were absolutely meaningless in the grand scheme of things. For example, when the Razor and the Bloodstone meta started, every game there was a Razor and there were just 2-3 heroes again and again, again and again. And I've tried to wipe it off from my memory, and that's why I literally cannot remember what other heroes were super broken. Maybe Leshrac too, I think, I'm not sure. Viper and Leshrac can still be broken at times, and Death Prophet's Spirit Siphon as well. But it just felt so bad that it's the second time that I felt within the duration of this patch that I literally don't want to start the game. But I still did. You know what I did? I clicked on Dota on my thing and opened Dota. I hung around on the screen, right, for a bit. And then what I did? I closed Dota. Literally, that's what I did. Because I literally could not bring myself to queue. And actually, when I mustered the strength to queue in this phase, a never-ending phase, literally like a hell, a realm of hell, I guess. Anyway, so when I did muster the energy and mental strength to just click on find match, it's been 2 minutes and the match was not found, and I couldn't wait 1 more minute to wait and then experience a very similar, very bland experience of Dota again and again. Like Sand King is super strong right now as an offlaner too. I mean, when I'm talking about this, it just bringing me memories of the bad games that I had where I was absolutely destroyed, and usually it was by the heroes that are in the meta. So as you can see right now on my screen, it's Invoker. Invoker, if you don't know, is one of my favorite heroes, and I really enjoy playing him. I'm not the best Invoker, but I try to be best. At times I can be good, decent, and those times are just fantastic. I really enjoy and feel really rewarded in the moment, even if we end up losing the game, and then the reward that I felt is taken back a little by the disappointment of losing the game and not being able to win no matter how hard I tried. But that is a usual ranked experience for most of the people, and you can blame your team, you can blame yourself, but in the end there's some element of truth in both of those things, that your team is also responsible, but so are you as well. And sometimes you're performing good and your team is performing bad. And sometimes you can perform good and your team is performing bad, but the other team is performing good. And it's just a rant that I don't want to go in, because it would literally be a very long rant for one video. And for even many videos. Oh, the Dodo went offline again. I don't know if the patch's gonna drop right now or it's gonna take a bit, but I guess I will end the video here, guys. So, but I just wanted to say that I really hope that as long as Dota lives from now on, I don't care how long is the life of Dota going to be, but I really don't want it to see this kind of content desert again. The only thing that I remember that was somewhat good and somewhat enjoyable was Kevin Crawl. That's pretty much it, because I was forced to play. no, I was not forced, but I forced myself to play all the heroes that I normally would never play. And I got tired because I never played Turbo, but I, for the first time, played Turbo as well to get the matches done quickly. But lo and behold, the matches were like 50 or 60 minutes long. So I was like, dude, it's better that I just find normal game or rank game. But since I don't play normal too, I played a few games, one or two of unranked, and then I would play rank games and pick heroes that I'm not familiar with. One thing that I consider kind of griefing and toxic at times, I did that, but I was able to learn and perform. Like, even if I fail one game, the next game I'll perform better, and within few games, usually I was able to, or sometimes even on first try, play the hero really well and actually win, or good enough to win. So yeah. Okay, so that was good, and the free arcanas for everyone, that was good too. I personally got PA, and you can watch the videos of that time period, the experiences I shared there, shared here on my channel. So yeah, I just want there to never be this kind of content desert, right? The gambling thing was fun too, but not really, because I re-rolled for 28 times, and you can see what happened. There's a video of that as well on the channel. But yeah, I'll take my leave, guys. Thank you so much for watching, listening. Consider leaving a like, subscribe, and share your thoughts about the new patch. What do you think, and share your experience, how it has been in the recent year of playing Dota 2. And yeah, I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching. The Discord channel link will be in the description. Feel free to join, building a small community of Dota players from all walks of life. And as always, have yourself a damn good one. Peace.